Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive. This one is going to be a little different, though.
A little different how?
Well, we're not just looking at a topic, It's more like we're diving into the words themselves.
Ah, the language that shapes how we think about things.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like, imagine finding this whole hidden world, right? Full of, amazing creatures and experiences.
Sounds intriguing.
Right. But there's a catch. To really get it, to understand it all, you have to learn the language.
I see where you're going with this.
And that is exactly what we're doing today.
Oh, and what language are we tackling?
Get ready because we're going to be unlocking some new ways of thinking using the vocabulary from Harry Potter.
The world of wizards and witches.
Yes. But even if you aren't a wizard or witch, stick with us.
There's something here for everyone.
So how does that work? I mean, how can words from a fictional world change how we think about real life?
Well, think about it this way. Let's take a simple word, just one word. Muggle.
Okay, muggle. I know that one. It means non-magical folk, right?
Right. But notice what it does. Immediately, that one word draws a line.
Between those who are in the know, the wizards, and those who aren't, the rest of us.
Exactly. And that simple distinction highlights something very powerful about language. It creates categories.
Categories?
Yeah, categories. And by doing that, it shapes how we see ourselves, like where we belong or maybe where we don't belong.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like if you're a muggle, you're automatically on the outside looking in.
Precisely. And we see this kind of thing all the time, even in our muggle world. Think about specialized vocabulary in any field.
Oh yeah, like doctors with all their medical jargon or computer programmers with their coding language.
Right. It's like their own secret language, almost like a secret handshake.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that sometimes.
But doesn't that create a barrier for people who aren't part of that group?
It certainly can. While specialized vocabulary can help create a sense of community and shared understanding.
Right, like an inside joke. It's true, but it can also lead to exclusion. It's something to be mindful of, for sure.
To be mindful of.
Yes. We always have to strive for clear communication, right? Bridge those gaps when we can.
I get it. It's like finding that balance between feeling like you belong and making sure everyone feels included.
You got it.
Okay, so we've seen how language can define like who's in and who's out, right? But what about the words that really paint pictures in our minds?
What words are you thinking of?
Well, take the creatures, for instance.
The creatures.
Yeah, like a hippogriff, half horse, half eagle. I mean, who comes up with these things?
But see, that's the beauty of it. Words like hippogriff, they're rooted in mythology and legends.
I guess so.
They have this power to convey these complex ideas instantly.
So like with the hippogriff, you've got the horse part.
Often symbolizing strength, freedom.
Right, right. And then you got the eagle part, known for its sharp vision and soaring high.
And boom, you combine those and you've got this incredible image, this potent symbol packed into a single word.
That's true. Even though I've never actually seen a hippogriff,
Of course not.
the word itself creates this picture in my mind.
And that is exactly what language can do. It conjures up these images,
It really does.
evokes feelings, transmits these intricate ideas almost like that snap.
Like magic.
Exactly. And think about how it works in our everyday language, too. Simple words like sunset or storm.
Oh yeah, sunset?
See, it instantly transport you.
To a different place or a feeling.
Exactly.
It really is amazing how just one word can do all that, pack in so much meaning, make you feel things, spark your imagination.
It's quite remarkable.
It is. But, okay, what about words that actually do things, not just describe them?
Words that do things.
Yeah. I'm thinking about spells. I
Yeah.
mean, who hasn't wished they could just shout Lumos and have a light magically appear?
Ah, yes, the magic of spells.
Right. Talk about the ultimate life hack, just words making things happen.
Well, we might not be casting spells in the real world, but you're onto something with the idea of words having power.
Oh, how so?
Think about it. A powerful speech, right?
Huh.
Or a really well-written article or book.
Yeah.
Words can inspire. They can persuade, even mobilize people to take action.
So like choosing the right words it's almost like brewing a potion or something.
Yeah, there you go. The right combination can have a real impact, create a powerful effect.
Like a word potion almost.
Wow.
And just like potion making, if you mess up the ingredients, it could backfire.
Exactly. And just as a potion maker needs to understand their ingredients, their properties.
They're magical properties.
Right. We need to choose our words carefully, understanding their nuances, their impact.
Okay, that makes me think about all the times I've said the wrong thing or just completely fumbled over my words.
It happens to the best of us.
Maybe I need to work on my word choice potions, get better ingredients.
Well, the good news is no cauldrons or magical ingredients are required for that.
That's good.
It's all about expanding our vocabulary, being more mindful of how our words affect others.
Right. And speaking of affecting others, there's more to the wizarding world than just spells and creatures, right?
Of course.
Harry Potter is full of these bigger themes, things like friendship, bravery, facing your fears, hope.
Absolutely.
Ideas that we can all relate to, whether we're wizards or, well, muggles.
Exactly. And what's interesting is how those abstract ideas, they become real tangible through the stories, through the language that's used.
Tangible.
Yes. We see Harry, Ron, and Hermione facing those challenges together, supporting each other, actually living out those qualities,
Through their actions, yeah. But also through the things they say.
Exactly. It's like they give us a vocabulary for understanding these human experiences.
I love that. It's like those characters, they give us this blueprint for being a good friend or facing your fears with courage.
You got it. And this is where it gets really interesting. How do those words, those ideas, how do they resonate with you in your own life?
In my life.
Think about it. Who in your life embodies courage? Who gives you hope?
That's a good question.
And how does hearing those words, how does it inspire you to cultivate those qualities within yourself?
Whoa, okay, that's deep, but I like it. It's like we're
Well,
taking these words from this made-up world and using them to really explore what it means to be human.
exactly. And it goes beyond recognizing those qualities in others, doesn't it? It's about how we use language to express those things in ourselves.
Express them.
Yes. How do we articulate our own courage? How do we offer hope to others? How do we use words to lift each other up?
I've always sort of wished I could shout "Accio confidence"
Mhm.
and have it just poof appear.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would. But maybe it's more about actively choosing words that reflect those qualities.
Now you're getting it. It's about being deliberate with our language choices.
Deliberate.
Instead of saying, that was a scary situation, maybe we tried. That took real courage to face.
Yeah.
Just a small shift.
A small shift, but it changes how you see it, how you think about it.
Exactly. It can have a real impact on how we see ourselves and the world around us.
So even without wands or magical abilities, we can make our language,
Yeah,
make it more engaging, more meaningful, even a bit magical.
I like that. A bit magical. And who knows, maybe by paying closer attention to the words we use,
Yeah.
we can unlock potential, hidden potential within ourselves and in those around us.
I'm starting to see that. But okay, I got to ask.
Go ahead.
We've talked a lot about individual words, right?
We have.
But what about those big themes that run through the whole Harry Potter world?
What themes are you thinking of?
Like good versus evil, the power of choice, the importance of love. Those feel pretty universal.
They do, don't they? And that's the real magic of stories.
The magic of stories.
Yes. When an author can weave those big themes into a narrative, into a world, it resonates.
Yeah.
It can touch people of all ages, all backgrounds.
So it's not just the individual words, it's how they all come together, how they're used to explore these deeper truths about being human.
You got it.
So even though I'm not, battling dark wizards or going to potions class,
Most likely not.
those themes are still relevant to my life. I mean, we all face choices, we all go through tough times, we all have the capacity for both good and bad.
Absolutely. And stories like Harry Potter, they give us this safe space to explore those complexities.
Like a rehearsal space for real life.
Exactly. We learn from the characters' struggles and their triumphs, and hopefully we can apply those lessons to our own lives.
It's weird, I used to think about Harry Potter as just a fun escape.
An escape.
Yeah, but now I'm seeing it like it can help you understand things better.
Understand things better.
Yeah, like I'm finding new words for things, feelings, things I didn't even know how to describe before.
And that's the beauty of it, right? Language, it's always changing, evolving, adapting, showing us new layers of meaning. It's like a tool then. It is. For connection, for exploration, for unlocking those hidden worlds.
Hidden world.
The ones within ourselves and the ones out there in the world.
Whoa, okay, this is like a major light bulb moment for me.
The light bulb moment.
This whole deep dive, it's really shown me how much power we have just by changing how we use words.
It's true. We may not have wands,
No wand.
but we do have words. And those words, they can shape our thoughts. They can change our actions.
They can even change the world.
Exactly.
Wow, that's incredible. But okay, Where do we even begin? It's like a whole new world has opened up.
It can feel a bit overwhelming, I know. But just start small.
Small.
Just notice the words you're using every day in your conversations.
In my regular conversations.
Yes. Are you choosing words that lift people up, or are you, maybe without realizing it, using words that kind of box you in?
I like that.
It's like a mindfulness exercise,
A mindfulness exercise.
For your vocabulary. Instead of just talking on autopilot, really be present with the words you choose.
I'm going to try that. Be more intentional with my words.
There you go. And remember, it's not about being perfect or sounding like a dictionary.
No.
No. Have fun with it. Experiment, play with language, find what works for you.
I'm ready to embrace my inner word nerd. But before we go, I have a question for you, the listener.
Oh, what's that?
What words have really had an impact on you? What magical words have you discovered? The ones that shifted your perspective or inspired you or helped you see the world in a new light.
That's a great question to leave everyone with. And as we wrap up, remember that language, it's a journey. There's always something new to learn, new words to discover, new ways to bring a little magic into our lives.
I love that. So keep exploring, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a well-chosen word.